Welcome back. Are you thinking about buying or selling your home? Buyer demand is high and inventory remains low here in Connecticut.
Here now to tell us more, broker and co-owner of Rockoff Realty, Kevin Rockoff. Always a pleasure to see you, Mr. Rockoff.
Nice to see you guys.
Thanks
nice
for being
to be
here.
back.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been 2 months,
We
actually.
missed you.
Aw.
Aw.
Kathy says hello.
Yes, how is Kathy?
Still trying to get her on the
lovely
show.
wife who will not come on the show, and she's beautiful, and we want to see her.
And a
Hi,
darn good
Kathy.
realtor.
And a darn good realtor as well. How's the market?
Yeah,
What are we
what's
talking
the
about?
update?
So, it's continues to be tight, like
Okay.
low inventory, but a lot more inventory is coming on. And one thing I noticed, interestingly, was the number of price drops all of a sudden spiked.
Really?
So I looked at the first 10 days of April, and there were only 10 price decreases in MLS. I looked at the first 10 days of May, 311.
Wow,
That's
that's
interesting.
impressive.
So it used to be you could put your house on for any amount and people were paying and sometimes over. You think that's correcting a little?
Correcting a little. I mean, it's still
high.
is-
It's still a seller's
is-
market?
Still a seller's market, but it could also be reflective of sellers getting ahead of themselves, thinking, "Oh, wow, it's so." And again, rates have risen, so you have to lower your price if it's not sold.
If it's not sold.
Right.
Are there seasons, are there better seasons than others for selling or putting your house on the market?
Statistically, yes, it's been very seasonal, but ever since COVID, it's 24/7. We're
24/7.
selling houses in wintertime, absolutely.
Okay.
Demand is really, and it's not just Connecticut phenomenon, this is national.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Connecticut, actually, I've been reading, like a lot of people are buying houses here and not just upgrading. Some people are moving here. Like it's been great for Connecticut, right?
I don't really look at the numbers in terms of are we net importing people or exporting. I don't know. to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
okay. All right, well, that's what I was reading, but that's good. Anyway, so if you want to sell your house, it's good.
Great
If
time
you-
to sell,
If
yeah.
you've got to do a price drop, which hopefully you don't, but you're going to save some money because you have the 1%.
Correct, yeah.
Tell us about that 1%.
So the 1%, we've been first advertised our 1% about 7 years ago, and it's based on the fact that the pricing, most realtors charge 2.5%, 3% to take what's called a full service listing.
Okay.
The lockbox, contracts, and all that stuff.
Look at this house.
Oh, these
Well,
are
that's beautiful
So
and
we only
branded.
charge 1%. We essentially do the same service, but we include professional photography, signs and lockboxes, contract negotiations. We come by your house and give you our 2 cents on terms of what we would do if we were selling the house, and we just don't have overhead. So we literally save, on average, a 1.5%, which you take a $500,000 house and you're talking, $7,500, which is a lot of money.
This one they saved over $10,000, and then in Colchester you sold one for $595. So if that was your house in
another
Colchester, you would
beautiful
save
home.
almost $9,000 in commission fees.
Had they paid 2.5%, they versus the 1%, they save close to $9,000.
That's
So
amazing.
what's coming up August 17th?
Oh, so
Changes are coming.
Big changes in terms of brokers' compensation.
Okay.
As a result of some litigation regarding, price fixing, so to speak.
Okay.
And what's changing is when the sellers, for decades, when the seller would sit down to sell your house, I'd say, okay, look, I work for 1%. Now, how much do you want of your sales price to go to the buying broker? And that whole seller determining what the buyer broker is getting paid was ruled to be illegal. So come August, mid-August,
17th. So,
mid-August, that conversation's done. The buyer
What
now
will
is
it
going
be?
to be, the buyer's got to figure out how they want to pay their own agent. It's not going to be a guaranteed baked in what's been 2.5%.
Right.
That's gone.
So it's saving sellers money? Or?
That's to be seen. The savings, there's going to be less money paid typically to a broker.
Right.
Oh.
So is that going to be reflected in the sales price? TBD. I mean, and the way the rules are unfolding is that the buyer can still request buyer broker fees in the contract. That's not illegal. You just can't set up front what the buyer broker is going to get paid.
Okay.
It's a
Quickly, we
big
have 30
change.
seconds. Shout out
Sure
to
thing.
charitable organizations.
Yeah, our Realtors for Rescues, we still donate $100 to every time we sell a house.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
We love that
Been doing
about
it
you.
for a long time.
Yeah.
That's good.
Great.
Some organizations you've helped have been tremendous. So
Well,
thank
we'd
you so
love
much.
to have you go on site too with those
Yeah,
things.
that's
and
really
it
fun.
gets a lot of
All right,
publicity
we'll do that
for 'em.
soon.
Absolutely.
Kevin, good to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
Thank you,
And tell
Kevin.
Kathy we said hello.
Next
as
time she's
always.
coming on.
All right, to get in touch with Kevin and his team, please visit rockoffrealty.com. You can also check them out on Facebook at Rockoff.